Alright, welcome back to my playthrough. I know it's been a couple of days since I've last gone through this, but I'm looking forward to jumping in and helping some pirates with some quests to earn their trust. So without any further delay or ado, let's get on with some of these quests. Afumi. The solace of the sea. Afumi has no patience for seasick pirates. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well. I have a task for you. Go first to Eokumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Cookscape Pier and the hapless Domon, bemoaning his wretched fate quickly. Alright. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine? My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Domon unable to stomach the sea. A true confederate could raise a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't run off there. Is there anything over here that we can... Nope. I don't even feel comfortable trying to... There's an aether current too. Heaven on high. Alright. Nope, I can't even jump over that. Big banquet theory. No thanks, I'll pass. Seasick Domon recruit. Ugh, why does it shift and shudder still? Landlubber's best mate. A sack full of victuals to help with the would-be pirate keep his insides on the inside. Medicines, give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Ifumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. Alright, let's go ahead and return this then to Ifumi up top. And then move on with one of the other quests. The Arrows of Misfortune and the Lost Voyage. The Domon was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday. Aye, I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Sun Tzu unfolded all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Alright, let's go ahead and do Arrows of Misfortune then. Kajika. The Arrows of Misfortune. Kajika is nodding sagely in your direction. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Alright. Oh, I gotta get some tail meat too. You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyuki corpse. Alright. Gyuki, tell me, the meat looks as good as it smells, which is to say not at all. Unbroken arrow. The shaft, fletching, and head of this arrow appear to be relatively undamaged. It reeks of dead Gyuki, though. I see, I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows, too, must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace, and wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Alright, let's hit the last voyage. Aranami. Aranami is not a man accustomed to be kept waiting. The last voyage. You there, hi, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Ura, a new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onikoro? He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Alright. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Cast about for the Confederate recruit, and at last by a young Aruman lurking behind the rocks to the west. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. Forgive me, 'twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts might drift back to shore. It is sad. Out of concern for her comrade, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters, and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onikoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. So what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh? So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Alright, Alice stones. Taras is impressed by your industrious nature. Grilled turban. Nice. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with their fish. Damnedest thing, I know. But you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to call the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Alright, let's go find these sharks. Take the rotting fish. Sun-ripened chum. Alright. Let's find these. Oh, there's the destination. I should have just... Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn, before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked if we were Domon. They're Yotsuyu's catchers. I know it. First Isari, and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Ah, there you are, Elric. I heard you went shark hunting. We did too, our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I should like to think that we have proven ourselves to be rather, Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up Domon Confederates. Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I should like to think that he cannot.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Do you even need to ask?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade, and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
All right, under the sea. That looks pretty cool. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the island of Beko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you again, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? We cannot leave without her. Wow, so all these quests open up here now too. Alright, let's go find Lise. Alec, what is it? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. Always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? At least you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Girabania, I was in Limsa Lominsa visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back I passed a patisserie which sold me some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when it's all over. I'll irk too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. All right. Y'shtola's too. Once she's better. Deal? Good. Well, let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Alright, I guess I'm going swimming. I want to try and get this aetheryte. Wait a second. The Isle of Becco. I think this is the Isle of Becco, though. To be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Russia said that there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Oh.
Is that light I see up ahead? We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone can help us, it's him. Of Kojin and Kami. Soroban is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunchen. It will be up to you, however, to present your case.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it.
Oh, look at the ray in the background.
All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Korjin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Korjin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red brothers live by the sword, we Blue Korjin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for priceless treasure, the Yashikani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to the Imperial Masters. Alas, though they succeeded in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wished to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, we were to come into conflict with them. It would be problematic, therefore we turn to you. So, you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested Uniki carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Alaric, would you go and find the MSQ and relieve it of its carapace? Alright. Let's go track down this carapace. Wait a second. There we go. No, I can always just teleport back there. Alright. Oh, these guys. Nice. Wait a second, he's right here. Nope. Well, have you the MSQ carapace? Alright, here we go. Perhaps one day we will live in a world in which poor MSQ need not be slaughtered for Kojin rituals, but today it is not that day. But it is not this day. How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though. I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall be more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Nagatama. Out of curiosity, how large is the sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is the region to the west. The shellless of Sunosato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rin have been here for as long as I can remember. Chiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. In Soraban we trust. Soraban is about to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into the deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suinosato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive deep into the waters while swimming on the surface, press Control and Spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Wow. This must be Suinosato, the raid village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. You may now perform underwater emotes. Alright, well, been about an hour. I think I am going to call it here for the evening and pick up next time with Forever and Ever Apart as we try and find the jewel. Alright, I'll see everyone next time. Thanks for watching.